What'd you do?
Okay nerds, so I made a comment a few videos ago that the games since the patch have felt better. I am a man of integrity, an honest man, I'm only as good as my word. And ladies and nerds, those words I spoke were flat out wrong. But it was not intentional deceit when I spoke them. It was a simple case of ignorance. I had not played enough games, and in the ones I did play, they were not representative of the current state of this game. The insanity that is taking place on our beloved Battlegrounds. And does thy insanity have a name? Yes it does. Its name is Gentle Djinni. A card so broken, unnerfed Eudora and Ragnaros are both complaining about it. So if you have not experienced the brokenness of this card firsthand, let yours truly fill you in. This minion is a 4/5 taunt with a death rattle effect that summons another random elemental and adds a copy of it to your hand. That second part of the death rattle effect is where the broken aspect of this card comes into play. This death rattle effect can be any elemental, including the tier 6s. So you can pick up Gars, Lil Rags, even Amalgadons before you ever even get to Tavern 6. Hell, before you ever even get to Tavern 5, assuming you triple and pick this up on Tavern 4. And that's a problem. There is a reason those minions are on tier 6. They're really strong. So getting those really strong minions for free creates problems, most akin to that of broken keyboards and punched walls. Now, Blizzard has come out and said that this is a bug and you should only be receiving elementals up to your current tavern tier. A bug? Really? This screams of oversight to me. See, I man up and admit when I'm wrong. Blizzard, I suggest you do the same. And what's taking so long on the fix? I mean, I don't code, but this seems like really simple code to fix. If Tavern 4, then minions 1, 2, 3, 4. If Tavern 5, then minions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty simple stuff. But hey, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They have at least acknowledged the card is not working as intended and a fix is in the works. And as someone who works at a software company, I completely understand it is not as simple as just rolling out a fix. I understand there's a lengthy test process that needs to be done in sandbox environments that have to get green lights on every single item, otherwise it does not pass. I also understand that changes of code in one area can have unexpected impacts on other areas. I also understand that once all the tests pass and there's a fix in place, then there has to be internal meetings around rollout of the patch and communication to the clients, that's us guys, of what the issue was and how it was fixed. But if it is a situation where fixing the code is running into some major issues, then just remove the card from the game. Poof, gone. And then once everything is fixed, send notice out to the players and pop it back in. Quick sidebar. Take note of Tessa's level and triple here. I'm sure you've already picked up on the theme of this video, so keep that in mind. You'll know why soon enough. But this video is not to discuss how this meta is an issue or what potential fixes there are. Both of those are very apparent. Instead, let's find humor in how ridiculous the state of the game is right now, and make sure to stay tuned in till the end. I threw in some bonus footage as a little treat for you in these spooky times. Although for me, it felt like a trick. A cruel, cruel trick. And right off the bat, an Amalgadon on turn 6. Let that sink in. This is a tier 6 minion that I just received on 8 gold of this game. Yep, get ready for a ridiculous game. So look at who our next opponent is. You are about to see some mind-boggling shit, boys and girls. Something to keep in mind is Tessa's hero power. She'll be able to refresh her shop with minions from my board. That means Amalgadon, that means Djinni. Some pretty good adapts, Divine Shield, Taunt, I'll take it. Oh look, Tess just tripled and then leveled to Tavern 5. It's gonna be a fun game. take a look at the state of this board. It's turn 7. I have a Djinni, I have an Amalgadon, and I have a Gold Grubber. Someone at Blizzard, please explain to me how this meta is not completely busted. Oh my god, will you look at this board? We're on turn 7, and between me and Tess, there are 3 tier 6 minions. Of course Tess gets a little rag from the death rattle. It's just that type of game, boys and girls. Of course we lose the fight. I mean, really at this point, second place is really all I'm looking for. Tess can now refresh her board, pick up my Amalgadon and my Djinni. That should be GG. It's crazy in a game that I received a Djinni on turn 6, which then gave me an Amalgadon from its death rattle, that I'm not the strongest person in this lobby. Think about that for a second. A brand, eh? I guess the rich get richer. Argus, yeah, roll past. Ooh, grab those jugs though. Bagurgle? Don't mind if I do. Head face from Arana, and I don't blame her. My apologies, Arana. I know this is disgusting. And we hit her for 30. I don't enjoy this. Oh, maybe a little bit. But keep in mind, we're still only the second strongest hero in this lobby. Tess is destroying everyone in her path. Grab the cold light. I mean, really my plan is to try to get as many poisons on my board as possible and then start to pick up selfless heroes, but to be honest with you, it's probably not going to matter. Another Djinni. Ooh, more jugs. Well, that hit's unfortunate. Not gonna lie, pretty surprised we lost the fight here. Strong shell makes me strong. And golden Bagurgle and some jugs. Jeez. Pretty crappy tier 6 minions here though. Honestly, at this point, I'm worried about even staying alive. Tess is so ridiculously overpowered that there's a good chance she bops me for like 30 damage here. Fingers crossed that I don't die. Jesus, look at her board. There's 5 tier 6 minions and 2 tier 5 minions. Oh, and look at my board. There's 2 tier 6s, 4 tier 5s, and a tier 2 that's a 35-35. This game is just so ridiculous. Somebody please fix this meta. Another Amalgadon for our girl Tess. Jeez. We win this fight, but I really have no illusions that I'm strong enough to beat her in the long term. Pick up some more buff cards, but to be honest with you, I've kind of lost all hope at this point. I really need to start finding some poisons. Oh look, more massive elementals. A Gar from the Djinni. Ooh, a poison. Low rag, sure. Why not? This is just out of hand. And on another poison, I'm starting to get a little glimmer of hope here. And here's the theme of this meta kind of summed up into one fight. Huge statted elementals versus divine shield, poisonous tech. Alright, on to Tess. Let's see what she has in store for us. Grab my poison. And another poison. You know, at this point, I don't expect to be able to outstat her, so maybe I have a shot if I just throw as many poisons on my board as possible. Yeah, sure, freeze for next game, Millie. Why not, right? And look at this board. 2 Rags, 3 Amalgadons, all with poison, 2 with Divine Shield, and a giant Djinni and a massive Gar. Thanks, Blizzard. I had fun. It was real. I'm out. In fact, the game is so fed up with how ridiculous this meta is, it just crashes. It pieces out, says f it, moves on, I'm done with this shit. But we're not done yet. Let's take a peek at our bonus clip. Alright, take note. It's turn 6, Shinvala has just leveled to Tavern 4 and tripled. 3 turns later. Look at this shit. 2 Amalgadons and 2 Gars. This is absolutely ridiculous. But this is the reality of the Battlegrounds nowadays, boys and girls. So, if you hate it and you don't want to play, I don't blame you. But there's always an option to just stick it out and try to high roll your way to some high place finishes. But that'll do it for me. I hope you guys got a good chuckle out of this ridiculous game plus this bonus clip here. Good luck in your games, that's if you continue to play. If not, I completely understand. Godspeed, nerds.